It's always been your house.
AS? Asia? That's my guess.
It's always been your house.
That's my guess. I guess you're not sharing your voice, alright?
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
At least...
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you.
Do you need medical assistance?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
What can I say?
I'm sorry I started late, you
I
know,
hope
just
we're
talking,
talking about the same
relaxing.
habits, old friend.
Venus is poisoning you, Clarence. She wants you dead.
So she really hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you returned from the dead, and now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
You're a stupid bastard, but you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But I love her. I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned?
Frankly, it's my behavior that's been odd. Ever since I got back from the war, she accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already. Think about your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
For some reason I knew as soon as she said 420, I'm like, for some reason I feel like Cameron, don't do nothing about weed, don't even smoke, but I feel like he would put 420 in there just because of me. 420 crazy, and I'm like, oh, that's gotta be Cameron. You don't? No shit.
You need some rest.
So you don't own the server?
You should try to sleep.
Good choice in server. And I noticed you aren't sharing your voices. That's good.
Good evening, Mr.
Ish,
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
I'm not talking to myself, people in the stream. I got people in the party with me.
Tell me, Tadao, why was your abductor so interested in your passion for astronomy?
I don't know. We met a few times at the Royal Greenwich Observatory. He seemed to share my hobby. Then he invited me to his house and locked me in.
Yes. Astronomy is a fascinating subject.
Yeah, you killed that one of them.
When I was a child, my mother bought a
killed
small
one of them.
telescope for my sister and I. We spent many a pleasant evening stargazing.
Stars are not just
Right.
dots in the sky, Doctor. They are the
I
keys
don't
to
know
our
if I'd ever
understanding
been
of the
there.
cosmos. They remind us how insignificant we are.
You're right. But children love magic and stories. I remember our mother told us constellations have the power to protect us.
Protection by the light of the stars. That's sweet. You remember the name of these constellations?
Pegasus. It was the constellation my mother liked the most.
Memory's a strange thing. I can recite without hesitation the names of the 88 constellations. Yet I barely remember my own childhood.
Did he fake his interest in astronomy to get close to you?
No. In his madness, he spoke about a blood sacrifice to be made to his master when the stars aligned to a specific configuration.
Have you heard of Aloysius Dawson?
I heard about his plan to eradicate the epidemic. It gives me shivers to realize I was as cold as him until recently.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura.
Whoops.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need
Don't.
There is no need to be ashamed. We are all equally vulnerable to this disease.
Yes. I know now life is as precious as it is fragile.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care. Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Now I can actually talk to the young man.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No, it's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You are lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
But that's not smart. That's not smart. Ichabod is not a smart man.
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you wanted to treat you.
That's true. That's true. Treat people like you want to be treated. So if you roll up on them in an 8-on-1, you're a piece of filth and you want to get fucking, like, gang fucking up on. And be like, oh, we got 8 people up, we got killed by 24. Be like, oh, we deserved it. We were dicks.
Louise, what can you tell me about the vampire who captured you?
The little fucker claimed he'd fallen in love with me. That he wanted to spend eternity with me. Not a bad idea. At least that's the way it seemed at first.
Really? Did you consider accepting his proposal?
Well, immortality. Not a common wedding gift, is it? I think he just wanted to have his way with me. Can vampires even fuck, Doctor?
What? Well, I really can't answer that. Well, since they are creatures of blood, physically speaking, I suppose an erection is possible, but
Don't be embarrassed, Dr. Reed. I was just asking.
Hey. Ashley, Pisces Queen, I got a question for you, alright? When you were playing Vampyr, did the one lady ask if vampires can even fuck? That is absolutely hilarious. What did you think? What was your response? The chat can't hear, you know, but I think I'm a little like caught off and surprised, like Dr. Reed. He's like, I was like, I feel like I'd be the same way. Can vampires even fuck? I mean, he said like they're creatures of blood. I mean, physically speaking, I don't see why. You know, if you were, let's say, a male vampire, you couldn't get an erection, or a female vampire. I mean, you need blood to stimulate that part of your body. It's just absolutely hilarious.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best.
Now you need to find DJ
Kept
and
an
he
eye
can
on
give you
me,
more guns.
but let me make my own mistakes. Louise used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Do you need my medical attention, miss?
I don't need your help specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
I have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then, but please leave me alone for now.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London.
I got a question.
Throughout the
How does it
country.
work? You
He a
have
big
spare
shot or
mags
something?
you fill up, right? So
Never
you can quick
interested in
swap?
politics myself. All words and no action.
Well, I would hope to God. Yeah, I get it. You just put one in the chamber because you ain't got a mag. That makes sense.
What can you tell me about Aloysius?
Never heard of him.
Really?
He a big shot or something.
Goodbye.
They're all around you, waiting for you to make the noise. It could be someone you know.
Shit.
Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in.
I killed a good majority of these goddamn creatures, but I didn't kill all of them, folks, so I will be fighting and might be getting pissed off a
What
lot.
do you need from me, Jonathan?
Why are you poisoning your husband?
He has spent a fortune printing his bloody papers. I can't stand this nightmare anymore. We are the butt of everyone's jokes since he returned.
If you're so frustrated by Clarence's behavior, why don't you just leave him?
I have already lost the best years of my life because of him. I will not jeopardize my future for some lunatic. He goes, and I inherit what's left.
I was the best man at your wedding. I remember your love for him. It was so beautiful. I cried. And now you've killed him.
Don't try to send a shiver down my spine, Dr. Reed. You were always on your own, and you kept emotions at bay. All for facts, remember? Well, deal with this one.
Why do you and your husband argue so much?
He is not the kind man I married and loved. He is obsessed now. Obsessed with chimeras. I feel trapped. It just makes me want to scream.
What do you think about Clarence squandering his fortune on his obsession?
Soon we'll be poor, and forced to sell the house. Where will we go? In which filthy, infected part of town will we end up? I'm so afraid.
Do you need my medical attention?
It would appear that old habits die hard, my dear. I would appreciate your help as always.
And I'm happy to give it to you, as always.
Thank you, Jonathan.
It could be someone you know. Even someone you...
Rats. Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
Can I help you, Miss Billow? I'm a doctor.
Yes, you can help me. Free me.
I will take that as a yes. Even if I...
Make it stop.
I must go. Have you...
I heard.
Calhoun, tell me about your relationship with Doris Fletcher.
Oh, Doris. Cold fire and burning ice trapped in a perfect body. Our passion was as intense as it was brief. What an actress.
How did you meet her?
On a boat to France before the war. She was thinking about a career in Paris, and I was eager to try French gastronomy. We both returned disappointed.
I expect you've seen her on stage, too.
She really is the best actress of her generation. Such frailty and such strength at the same time. I hope she'll play again soon. She's been away for too long.
She's dead.
You sound surprisingly sad. Have you regrets?
I think of her as a divine dish. I'm glad I was able to taste it, but I regret I could only get a bite of her mystery.
You really loved her, then?
She fascinated me, Dr. Reed. I can't imagine what she must have endured through her life to reach such a level of emotion and sensibility.
So, did you try the restaurant I recommended?
Oh, yes. I can't thank you enough, my dear doctor. Exquisite, but expensive. But what is money made for, if not for little pleasure?
Don't you think your money could be better spent in these difficult times?
Your words hurt, Doctor. I thought you and I were friends. But since you ask, I'm rich enough to finance my passions. and various charities across the city.
Perhaps my... Words were too harsh. Please forgive me if I've upset you.
Oh, no harm done. After I die, all my fortune will go to the suffering people of the East End. Until then, I aspire to live the most pleasant life possible.
Do you need medical help?
You would save my life, Dr. Reed. I have not felt so bad in many years.
Don't worry. There is nothing serious to fear. I have seen far worse, I can assure you.
I cannot imagine the pain these people must face.
I may have a...
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna fucking cut him. I'm gonna pull out a switchblade and cut this cracker. Oh, calm down now. I'm gonna cut you, bitch. Yeah, I didn't go down the docks at all, people. Alright, let's get into a fucking scrap if I didn't kill him already.
About everything. So much violence around us, but still. Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Indeed. I've never been good at explaining my feelings, but I can tell when my body is hurting me.
You have nothing to be worried about. You should recover by taking this.
Sounds so easy to fight disease. Too bad it's not the same making people smile again.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Never fucking ever say that, man. Never be too careful.
Why do I always have feelings of deja vu when I talk to you?
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I'm afraid I do. I knew we should have left London.
I don't want to appear tactless, but you're risking your health by remaining outside at this hour of night.
Says the doctor who also works outside at night. But as always, the imprudent person enjoys the company of their fellows.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Dr. Reed, still
still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Is it true you were dropped in rank? Tell me about it.
Yes, it is. I made a terrible mistake. I deserved it. Sometimes I think I should have resigned.
So why are you still working here?
Because I'm a damn fine copper. I just don't want to have someone innocent hung again by mistake because of me.
The death penalty is a great shame.
I agree. I'm convinced all civilized nations should abolish the death penalty. Maybe after the war, once that bloodshed is over, the survivors will change that.
Why do you think there shouldn't be a death penalty?
I believe no one should decide to take a man's life. Not a nation or a government.
Are you a pacifist, Inspector?
No, sir. But I believe in divine justice. Only God has the right to decide who will live and who must die.
What are you investigating, exactly?
Well, my 2 missing persons cases have been solved. By you, it seems. Are you just that lucky? Or do you know something I don't?
I was lucky enough to find them both while conducting my investigation in this part of town.
Why do I still have the feeling that you're hiding something? What about the abductor? Was it the same person?
I don't think so. You had better interview Miss Teasdale and Mr. Kimura on that matter. All I did was to lead them safely home. Have you recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I heard he intends to build some sort of wall to protect the West End. Giant open-air prison. I quite like the idea.
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Hey, goddamn.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed lately. And tired and feeble too. Thank you.
I'm just doing my job. Goodbye.
I hope you can stay a little longer.
It's locked, all right.
Dr. Reed, I am glad. hope
Good
you
evening. Yeah.
My mother always prefers when people say...
I suspect you've heard what has happened.
No, what happened to him?
Do you need my medical attention?
Oh, please, sir. Do not waste your time with me. There is nothing to be worried about.
Don't be shy. It's my duty to take...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Good morning. Good evening.
Nah, I talk to these people. I'm gonna go back and kick the shit out of some of these people. Or not some of these people, some of these enemies. Now that I talk to these people. Kick the shit out of these fucks. Huh? That's fucked. Like, what is... candy. Alright. I only got 2 hands, don't need 3 guns. Being real quiet because I'm out here whipping ass. Watching some YouTube. Being pissed off here a little bit because Dark Souls 2. Still playing the shit out of Vampyr and enjoying them. Like I'm just trying to whip the shit out of these fucking enemies' asses so bad. I'm not even talking to you guys in the party. Just like I want to fucking win so bad and whip fucking ass. That's some nice shit. That's some very nice shit for him to say. I'm reading these letters.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. That was so long ago.
Welcome back.
Women die too in this war.
Someone you're close to. Get them weapons ready! Burn, vermin!
Oh, you bitch. him, Ashley. Right, Pisces? Tell him, you see a lot of shit, right? You can see a crane and a lot of shit, right? What can he see? Because you can see a lot. Crane, this and that.
A beef from will send you back in a fucking grave! It's a leech! Kill it! Murdering bastard! I'll kill it! Filthy fucking beast!
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him, or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
That's fucking... okay. That's a new development.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Buddy.
Waiting for you to let your guard down.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
These leaflets were telling the truth all along.
Thanks to you, we have a new powerful member, Dr. Reed. I'll be honest with you. I don't particularly mind that Fergal Bancher is dead, for he always made me feel uneasy.
I hope the wall of Aloysius Dawson successfully keeps the epidemic outside the West End. The great Doris Fletcher led some sort of skull nest in her theatre. It's just disgusting.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
Welcome, Lance-Bearer. To what do we owe this pleasure?
I've located the true origin of the epidemic, and I'm about to end it.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
Now go, Lance-Bearer. Craft a legend to be sung to Ask. On recruits for the ages to come.
He ran away from me. Well, fuck. That doesn't help. Somebody just joined my stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, Louis Stream's taking forever.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
Women of all countries unite! Women's right to vote.
I cleared out the fucking graveyard, so that's perfect. beating a fucking ass, man, I'm probably gonna try to do all these objectives because I cleared out the guy. Cleared out the graveyard.
It's one of them!
Murderous bastard! Stay back, please! Have faith, brothers!
How's that for faith? How's that for faith? A fucking 12 gauge.
Lord, give us strength! Over there! They'll away with you!
Could have done much better. Kinda upset. Could have done much better.
I hear leeches. I'll send you back in a fucking grave!
I cannot enter.
Let's say, you know,
It's locked, all right.
My sweet girl.
let's start the third test.
Humans are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
Trying to find this goddamn third testament. This shit. This is getting...
I wish.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily news.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay, well that's where it is. I'm sorry. The whole time.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon, about to be killed. Transformed. It's locked.
I guess nothing. Shit. Whoa, shit. What the fuck?
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Well, what do you think, huh, Pisces? She doesn't have anything to say to that, I guess. That's why she just skipped over it and responded to the fucking other thing. She's like, I got shit to say. Send that shit to Mike, right? He would fucking be on duty, right? Dead quiet, and then he'd just start laughing his ass off. potentially beat this man's ass. Backpack, 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 backpack. It's probably gonna be downstairs with all the idiots, the assholes, or it could be upstairs. Shit.
Not a safe place right now, sir.
Yeah, what does it say?
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Might as well clear out the rest of the place. I mean,
not a safe place right now, sir. I said stay away, sir.
I fucking hate yous. Fucking fire arrow archer. Sorry, I'm getting fucking ganked like this is Dark Souls. Jesus. Use this shit to my advantage, bitch. I can't fucking see. Jumped by like fucking, I don't know how many people.
It's locked, all right.
That's right, you tell them to keep their fucking mouth shut. Fucking zombie bitches. You don't need nobody attracting attention to you while you're trying to hide and shit. I mean, right. Anything works. 4 is better than none.
Christ and leech, boys! Fuck, he's dead!
Be choice. Mission done, then we can go all the way to the fucking cemetery. Maybe they all fucking respawn enemies, hey. I'll bust my ass all the way back there, like nobody gives a shit. One fucking skull after another. fucking faith now, bitch. Not bad, 400. Everybody at the fucking docks is sick, holy shit. Well, you're in close enough to hear a gunshot, so that's good. You heard his gunshot. Hopefully nobody else heard that gunshot. Ah. Right. They might. killed everybody, so there should be nothing in the fucking cemetery unless it respawn.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe. Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I have found the carrier, McCullum. The infection's source. It may be science, or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor. My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Nope, hopefully will not be a joke or a trap or none of that shit.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
What will the Guard of Prewin do now? Will you stop the Great Hunt?
Yes. But we shall continue to protect innocents from beasts like you and your red-headed friend.
Like me?
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stoll brothers.
How long have you known Lady Ashbury? Where is she? And what will you do to her?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. She is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings and departed for an unknown destination.
Adieu, vampire hunter.
Until we meet again, blood drinker.
I'm just curious. You can't beat his ass. Good job. Finally, you found each other. Fucking die. Well, you got your charger?
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Motherfucking rotten whore. Fucking blue screen during my stream. kind of felt like that shit was coming.